Hello dear karting lovers and welcome back to a new video, my first video at Karting Club Los Santos in Madrid. It's been a very long time since my last upload, so sorry for that. My last videos were recorded in a very bad quality, so I decided not to upload them and keep them for me. As I said, I have raced here before. It was in October last year. It was the first race of the All Karting Championship, the championship I took part in, and I will also participate this year. So I'm very excited because we have more races, more endurance races, two endurance races out of 9. So really excited about that, and wishing to race in September. So this track is quite long, about 1 kilometer, a little bit less I would say, but it's very wide and many cars can go through one turn. I realized the camera was looking down, so I decided not to show too much of this qualifying session. We were 4 friends and I decided to make 2 hits, one of qualifying and a little sprint race afterwards. So now we are getting ready for the race. We are going to make a formation lap followed by a rolling start. The driver in front will lift his arm, and when he drops his arm down we will accelerate and start the race. So let's heat up the tires a bit, let's also heat up the brakes, which were not very good in my car. Normal, nothing special. And you can see here that my friend Pablo was going so slow that I hit him and I didn't want my car to stall. So that was the point where he started accelerating a bit, and here he is getting ready for the rolling start. As you can see, he lifts his arm, but I almost didn't have time to react as he put it down immediately. But he makes a mistake, goes very wide in the first turn, and I overtake him. And this is my chance to get away. The other drivers will start fighting and maybe I will gain a couple of seconds and have a comfortable lead. So that's exactly what I'm planning to do, but I'm going to skip a lap at least because nothing happens and I want you to be entertained, guys. So let's go for a lap now, and you can see the time is not very good. The faster times are around 1 minute 6 seconds, 1 minute 5 seconds around this track, which is very fast and has long straights and sharp corners like these ones, which you have to take round the outside because there is a bump in the inside that makes the car unstable, and also it makes you lose a lot of reps, which is very important for the acceleration, and you have to make the line run the outside. It's incredible, but yeah, it's like that sometimes. As you saw before, there was a car diving down the inside, but I was able to keep it round the outside. I think I gave him plenty of room, nothing too serious there, and no contact made, but it was on the limit, I think. A little bit more and we would have collided. So now I'm thinking to make fast lap after fast lap, and I start to be in the 107s. So let's go for a track guide. Brake like 5 meters before the apex, use all the track width, brake in the middle of the apex here, inside, outside, and then go around the outside in this 180-degree turn. The car will lose less revs and you will gain more time. Flat out all the time since the exit of the turn, all flat out. You have to be more committed down the inside in here. I go a little bit wide, but we have a long curve, so I take advantage of it. Brake just a little bit before the white line there, normal line, and then keep on going. Brake in the middle of the apex, inside, outside, go as much to the left as you can, and then it will be flat out until the finish line. If you don't feel too confident, you can lift around here just a millisecond and then keep on going. I would say that almost half of the lap is done flat out, and you can see I start improving. 1075, 4 times faster than my previous lap, but then I'm going to make a mistake, and you will see later that I will lose the lead. For the first half of the race I was quite comfortable in the lead, and then I knew I could lose it at any time because Ivan was the lighter of us. He weighted like 50 kilos, which is about 12 less than me, and that difference is clear around here. He carries much more speed than me, but has a poor exit because he commits to the inside line. But again, you can see in the acceleration the time he gains on me, as the weight difference is very clear, and I have a big disadvantage here. So I'm trying to commit to go as fast as I can, to give 200% of me to try to catch him, and my advantage is that I will get close to him on the braking zones, but again on the straights and the exits of the corners he will gain time. So it's going to be a very hard task to win the race, but I will give it everything. And as you saw there, as we were fighting, my lap time was a little bit slower, but it was curious because it was a 108 flat to the 1,000th of a second, which doesn't happen too often in my opinion. So now I'm thinking, come on Oscar mate, you have to close the gap to Ivan because he's getting away very quickly, and he makes a mistake on this turn, on this corner. He doesn't clip the apex and goes a little bit wide, but nothing I can do. Again in the straights he gets away like the rabbit and the wolf, and this is going to be our last lap of the race, but it's going to be our fastest lap and the second best time of the day, so I was quite happy about that. A 107.032, which wasn't a bad time in my opinion, having into account that it was my third time driving around this track and that my last time around here was in October 21, so lots of months since my last time driving in this circuit, and it wasn't too bad. I had a lot of fun, and that was the important thing. If you don't win, then focus on enjoying the race and the good things that happen, such as taking the lead so early. You have to be positive, gain experience and learn from every race, and you will get better as time goes by. So we see the marshal and he tells us to stop. We see him tell the drivers in front that we are going to go slowly into the pit lane, and I wasn't happy with seconds, so this is for you Ivan, there you go. A little tap, you know, just a kiss, a little kiss. I hope your neck was okay mate, it doesn't look like, but for sure it was nothing serious. So if you like the video guys, please leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel if you are new to see more karting content, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.